What did LaRue say while playing Riichi Mahjong? Thought I would call Ron this round. I took my Dora, threw it down. I was not looking at the dealer seat. Suddenly I feel again my mental state, a downward trend, a humble pie I must now go and eat. This time, baby, all my points, they just went poof. Dealt into a Baimon, cause I really goofed. Welcome back to Mahjong Soul, folks. My name's Yusong. Hope you're having a good day wherever you are, folks! What a great song. The Pomplamoose cover, too. Woo! It's LaRue with Bulletproof. You're listening to Riichi FM. Folks, it's a beautiful day to be playing Mahjong. Now, I can't even make any diagnoses about what's going on. I wouldn't say we're in a good luck arc. I wouldn't say we're in a bad luck arc, but that's worse. That's the fabled third option. It's the NPC arc. Our luck is just kind of decent. We're going to go back into the Jade Room today. We're going to see. I think that we've been playing okay lately. I wouldn't say it's been like 3,000 IQ, but there have been glimmers of hope, right? That pure straight hand, pretty nice as far as the recent videos go. As we load into the Jade Room, let me just say this. If you like this song or you like the genre, consider subscribing. I got new videos every single day. You can also leave a like and a comment if you're feeling particularly generous, as it helps me and the channel out such a great deal. Thank you so much for all your support. I sincerely appreciate it. It brings us to our featured comment of the day. Knight's Fool writes, played my first game of Mahjong at a board games meet today. Thanks for teaching me the rules. Pawn. I enjoyed playing a game I otherwise would have never tried. Thank you so much. That goes incredibly freaking hard. I'm so glad that you were able to do that. Why? Because getting out into the world is tough. Meeting new people is tough, and that's genuinely what games are all about. So not to get cheesy with it immediately, but like, yeah, that's literally like, it makes my day to hear those types of comments. Am I playing the applause soundtrack for you or for me? I don't know. Why can't it be both of us? So thank you so much for the comment. And while we're here, thank you so much to all the patrons. Since last time, 7up, thank you for joining us. I gotta take this. A businessman on a call be like, I gotta take this. It's not good, but it is tenpai. No, a custard on the door. You can't even see anything. 7up, thank you so much for your support. Thank you to everyone else who has joined me on patreon.com/YU_SONG. New video every single freaking month, and you get access to the Google Docs and more, the strategy guide and song parody. So thank you so much. You can always find me there as well. All right, folks. I mean, we're caught between a rock and a hard place. What's the rock? My insatiable greed to win this hand, right? I really, really want to win this hand. It's a C-win only hand, but we are in tenpai, which is kind of lucrative. And then the hard place is a crosslord pawning into 3 Dora as the dealer. Yeah, this is probably like a 11,000, 12 million point hand. No, it's probably at least an 11,000 point hand, right? So that's a little bit scary. So this is, keep talking and nobody explodes. Hey, if someone deals into my one-on hand, then nobody will explode. Literally, it would help diffuse. It is in the best interest of both left lord and right lord to do so, but of course they can't hear me. Honestly, no one can hear me. I'm just yapping in my own room. It's kind of the whole premise. Folks, how am I doing outside of the game today? Thank you so much for asking. All right, I gotta be honest with you. My mental health is in the pooper. My mental health is in the pooper. I know. Hang on. This is terrifying. Oh my God. I mean, oh my, no. I gotta stay in tenpai. I gotta take this. Oh, do I have to take this? Right Lord calls Chi. Okay, it's not a Ron though. I'm gaming right now. I guess the 7 is just like a tiny bit safer than the 4. Just because if we deal into a 7, 8, 9, at least we don't give him Tanya. Another 7 of circles. I mean, it shows that I'm not waiting with a 5, 6 in my hand, right? And I'm not waiting with a 2, 3. Ah! This is so bad. I'm gonna deal in and lose all my marbles. My marbles are intact. Okay. This is okay. Dude, 4 of... Can I fold here? Nah, frick folding, dude. I'm already in this. 4 of circles looks really safe here, actually. Like, a lot of 2s and 3s are gone. No one can be waiting with a 5, 6, or if you are, it's like a really dumb decision because all the 7s are gone. Your Honor, I am that dummy. They say that a lawyer who has an idiot for a tenpai has a fool for a client. Nobody has ever said that. That's a real... I didn't say anything logical just now. Your Honor, I am that fool. I am that big bozo. I can fold here with the 4 of characters. It doesn't even matter. Frick folding. All right. I mean, probably undeserved. Mental health is in the pooper. I don't know what happened. I've been going through some. I mean, I'm not trying to call a parade. You know. Oh, you sung sad. Let's stop everything. Let's stop traffic. Oh, let's. Oh, sympathy party. No, it's not what I want. I do not like that. That stuff on the internet makes me uncomfy, quite honestly, when people throw pity parties for themselves. Or it's not even a pity party. It's just no, actually, when people say that they're sad online, it's just like then all the logic attorneys show up in the chat. It's like, oh, but you deserve to feel sad. It's like, oh boy, here we go again. So your boy the mental health has been in the pooper. I'm going through some stuff, and life is difficult, but I got a good support system, so I'm very grateful for that. You want to know how I know my mental health is in the pooper? Obviously, it's because I'm living in my body and I feel the pain. But also, I've just been watching. The amount of YouTube shorts that I've watched recently has to be studied by the National Health Institute, because it is just simply unacceptable. It is not okay. I'm not even like a YouTube shorts enjoyer to begin with. I'm cutting the door here. Why? Sometimes you gotta sacrifice what is most prized to you in order to get all the Infinity Stones. You hear? All the Thanoses in the chat be like, yep, I like what this guy's putting down. But yeah, this is a really good hand. I can pawn into the 3 of the 7. I can chi into a 2 of Bambizis as well. Look, we have no value, maidenless, touch grass, no souls. Yeah, fair. And even so, the power of a 1 Han Marty is not in its score. It's simply in preventing other people from having 2 or 3 Han Martys, or Shutter's 4 Han, 5 Han Martys. Okay, well, that's, a pretty scary tile, and we could have used that 6-8, but I still think that our decision-making has been okay. You want to know what I've been watching YouTube Shorts for? Oh, my God. This is... and I'm going to be completely honest with you. It's been everything and nothing at the same time. So, lately, I've been watching a lot of YouTube Shorts about, like, oh, my God, we found a stray kitten on the street, and it's the same formula every single time. I mean, I say formula, it's real. I mean, I think it's real stories. I don't know. Maybe this is all AI generated and I really just can't pass the Turing test, but they seem like real cats to me. They're meowing and stuff. Well, the hallmark of a good cat. Yeah, AI cats can't figure out how to meow. But the point is, they're like, oh, we found this cat in the street. It seemed so lonely, so we brought it inside and we gave it some water. And then we really felt like we fell in love with each other, and I'm like, it warms my stupid little heart every single time. 3 of the 7s are gone, and I'm gonna be just real. I'm gonna give it to you straight. I know this is a deal of Riichi. We got nothing else in our hand. Like I can't really fold here. Like say we try to fold, then what? Then what's our next discard gonna be? This is not pushing because okay, that is one tile that I cannot throw. That is like the tile. I would rather. Hang on. 3 just passed. You're not waiting with a 4-5. How about 7-8? 2 7s and 2 8s are gone. Frick my life. Frick my big chungus life is what I'm gonna say to that one. All right, 6 of circles passes. I just can't. I'm not in the business of throwing the door out. I just don't agree with it. Oh, what? Okay, yeah. I was like, how did the 6 not deal in if the 3 is gonna deal in? But they have that single tile York in it magic. All right, fair. Left letter as the dealer, they're gonna keep the dealer's seat. We could have had it all, but our hand was just a little bit too slow. We were in Tenpai as well, just the right tiles never came. Oh my God, what the frick is going on here? I don't think this is a half flush. Maybe if we get inundated with bamboo, like we're the diet of a panda, maybe we can do something there. But I don't know about this one. Hey, any zoomers in the eye? They're looking pretty sus. This hand looking pretty sus. So I've been watching a lot of those. Oh my God, this cat didn't trust anyone. Now we trust each other and we're in love. Oh, frick. I just looked at my OBS, and you know what we have to do right now? And this is especially funny to do. And I mean this. This is especially funny to do after telling you that my mental health is in the pooper. Because this is a self-inflicted psychological injury. 2 of you sussy bakas subscribed to me on Twitch when I wasn't even streaming. That's a contrarian act. I gotta thank you in a contrarian manner. Here we go. Family Guy impressions. Bien. Is your username And I like doing, like, I'm not saying that this is, like, worse because I'm in the sauce right now. I'm like, I like doing these. Pine. And they're not very good impressions. Is your username something you would dress up for Halloween? Lowers. That's why my name is Monster124124. Thank you for the Twitch Prime. Thank you so much. Every time I do Stewie, by the way, or rather because the character of Stewie inhabits me, every time Stewie does me, because I'm an actor, I should just fold. I'm one tile away from pure straight. Oh my god. Can I get stupidest decisions of my life for 400, please, Alex? Okay, this can't be right. This just can't be right. I mean, it's looking okay. A crossword has 3 Dora once again. Are they destined to suffer this game? Because if they miss again, then that's real. Then that's real suffer. That's huge for me. That's huge for a guy like me. Now I can discard the Knight of Bamboo with impunity. I'm signaling to left lord and right lord Morse code to giving me the 3 of bamboo or the 7 of bamboo. That would go so hard. 6 of bamboo is not one of the tiles that I need. Can I discard? I don't know. I'm just gonna be real with you. I don't know if I can ever throw this tile. Yusong, what makes you so wary about this tile, but you were willing to throw the 5 and the 3? I don't know. Just vibes. Honestly, vibes. Thank you to Monster124124. Pina, is your username perhaps one name split up into 2 parts? Lois, that's why my name is Evie_Lynn. Thank you for the Twitch Prime. Every time I do Stewie, every muscle in my body, like, tenses. I have to squeeze every tendon in my body just to get an iota of the Stewie voice to happen. Is that normal? Any doctors on this flight? is that safe? I don't think so. Thank you so much for all the support. I was watching a lot of the kitten videos, and then I watched this guy. I don't know if you're about to ask me, Yusong, why do you watch this guy? Folks, you're barking up the wrong tree. I have no freaking idea. But I've been watching this guy. He does like home inspections, and every single time he's like, "This is a gas leak. Can you believe that the builders would do this? This is there's termites here. Oh my god, can you believe that the builders would do this?" And it's just, I think that, you know, it's not the point of the content at all. But you know how these platforms, and by these platforms I mean this platform, kind of just like wants to enrage you, because if you can manage to enrage someone, then you can control them. So not to get too based or whatever. But like, you know, I don't think they mean to do this, but you know, the appeal of it, I'm realizing for myself, is like, oh, I can't believe that the builders would do this. So yeah, and I'm not looking to buy a home, not even remotely. Right, Lord cuts 5 of characters. I can't see if you changed your hand because I wasn't paying attention. That's on me. 6 of bamboo, you did not change your hand. 6 of bamboo should still be safe unless there's some real treachery going on right now. Ooh. And we got there, folks. And we absolutely got there. Holy frick. You don't... Oh, were you designed to suffer? Okay, were you destined to suffer? A crosslord. In Tenpai. Right lord in Tenpai. Classic. Tale as old as time. We're still doing okay, right? We're in 3rd, but it's truly by the thinnest of margins. So, and now... It's the dealer's here. I just burped 30,000 times just in my own throat. I hope no one heard that. I'm 1 tile away from Tenpai. Holy smokes. If I draw into a 2 of circles or a... Holy! Never mind. But I was going to say, if I drew into a 2 of circles or a 4 of circles, them's the breaks. I would love to call Riichi with his hand. If I get to call... Oh my god. Imagine in your mind's eye for a second that we draw into 3 of circles or 4 of circles. Welcome to the thumbnail. Welcome to the thumbnail. Getting to wait on the Northwind or the Green DZ, that's disgusting. That should be illegal. Like some of these things that the builders are doing in Arizona. So I've been watching a lot of those, and then I've been watching a lot of like nature documentaries about like this little bird is about to do the hardest thing that it's ever done in its entire freaking life. And it's usually in a British accent, and I guess that was my pathetic attempt at one. And then you watch the little bird do the thing, and it's like it's about to take flight for the first time. Okay, sorry. I don't know, it's just a melange that I think is a Steve Irwin. I apologize. I'm not trying to be a little, you know, S word or whatever. I'm just, I can't do any impersonations. I try. I just don't got that dog in me. I'm not gonna end up in Zuzzy Ferritin jail. Would have been nice. Excuse me, I was promised Tenpai with this hand. Can I talk to the manager, please? This is one of the best starting hands I've ever seen. I was promised Tenpai. I was promised a Zuzzy Tenpai if I could just draw into a 3 or a 4 of circles. That would be really, really nice. Do I pawn here to get into Tenpai? I mean, I obviously pawn the, obviously I'm pawning the green DZ. I don't know if I'm doing anything else, though. Like, if a 3 of circles or a Northwind comes out, I am not particularly sure that I pawn. Maybe 3 of circles? 3 of circles, I could press the pawn button. Northwind is just a little yeesh. Because if I pawn the Northwind, then they know. Then the Emperor's, you know, secret is out. I'm naked. I'm just free balling. Ew, 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 ew. But, you know, the Emperor's is wearing no robes. As in, like, I must have something else with this hand. But if I pawn the 3, maybe they think that I have Tanya or something along those lines. Maybe they think I have something incredibly stupid. Your Honor, I am that incredibly stupid. Look at this. So it's not the thumbnail that we were promised, but it is the one that we deserve. Green Dragon, Red 5, Right Lord just gave me a Dora. And if someone wants to fold now because of that con, because things are getting a little spicy right now, Northwind is a great tile to be folding it with. Who am folding with a Norths right now? I've been watching a lot of those. I like watching that. I watched some scary videos about just, yeah, and all of this is to avoid thinking. I watched some scary videos about like, oh, these creatures in the deep sea are really freaking fricked. Like they're fricked up. Look at how fricked up. They don't say this, but it's like, look at how scared. The implication. Why does my hair look like? It's giving like Susie Orman, which is a reference that I don't think a lot of people are gonna understand, but. It's like, look at how scary this deep ocean creature is. And you're like, yeah, that's freaking terrifying. It gives me the heebie-jeebies. And I watched like 15 hours of this video. I watched a lot of seals. There's a lot of seals slapping their own bellies. I love that. Yusong, keep that to yourself. It's not. It's just I like when they do that. I like that a lot. There's, you know, I haven't watched this video, but in terms of classic animal videos, if we're talking about classics, do my name get brought up? I hope everyone has watched this. If you have watched this video, you are legally obligated to leave a comment in the comment section down below, just because I need to know that we've all shared this magical human experience. There's a video about like a zoo. I think I don't know. But there's a presenter, and they're giving like a presentation in Japanese, and there is a pond full of capybaras, and they throw a lot of like tangerines into the pond, and then at some point, a capybara arises from under the water with a tangerine on its head. Folks, if this isn't love, I don't know what is. I am just going to be so effing real with you. Hang on, there is a world where I'm single tile Yorking it for the Dora. That world might be this world. Do I ever cheat? I mean, I could chi, right? Like 4 of characters especially. Then it gives me like a gazillion outs. But I think I want to be single tile Yorking it for the Dora. Maybe this was a little hasty, but I think that, you know. Holy guacamole. Is my man really saying holy guacamole in the year of our Lord? I mean, this is interesting. This is interesting. I don't know if Maka's gonna like this. Let's see. East 3, repeat 3, 3 of character. Wow, a lot of 3s. Characters, decision. Sounded the repetition in there reminded me of a Taskmaster task. I've also been watching a lot of Taskmaster shorts with the new season with Jason Mantzoukas, and that's been very, very exciting. So, point is, your boy's gonna be just fine. And by just fine, he means he's struggling, but he's gonna be okay. I could cut this, and it does give me the widest tile acceptancy this side of the Mississippi. Yar, matey, because now I can pawn into a 6 of bamboo, right? Wait on a 2-5, chi into whatever, you know, tile that this shape could get, and on a 2-5 wait. Holy, ow! And welcome to the thumbnail, and welcome to the thumbnail. Look, it's just okay, right? It's a one-han Marty, but this game is like death by 1,000 cuts. This is I'm super freaking happy with this. Are you kidding me? So I've been doing a lot of that. Look, I could pawn that and go down to a double-sided weight, but I don't think that that's good. In fact, I think that is objectively worse. Anyway, oh, by the way, thank you so much for all the kind words on the video about where we got to talk with the Ukrainian Riichi Mahjong Club, Japan Dojo. Thank you for all the kind words. Look, I don't think that it's the algorithm's favorite video, but it still meant a lot to me, and I really appreciated that. It made me. Can I be real? Can I be real with you for a second? It made me want to cry several times. Not because, you know, it's just, you know, I'm in a pretty sheltered situation right now, and it just goes to remind you. And this is I hope this enrages you as much as a building manufacturer in Arizona could enrage someone by not checking to make sure that their gas lines are connected properly. Just reminds you of how fricked up the situation is. And so it made me want to cry. And I really wanted to thank them for doing it. And for anybody else that donated some money, just because, you know, it's good to support a club, especially if the situation around them is not great. IMO. Thank you so much for doing that. I really, really appreciate it. This hand is good. Riichi Pinfu to the stars. And I was so flattered that everyone was so nice. And then I always do this thing. It was a real wake-up call for me because, okay, I was like, you gotta stop doing this. I get nervous sometimes. I don't know if other people can relate. If you're quote unquote bilingual, but not really good at any of the other languages that you're bilingual in. So when I studied abroad in France, and when someone would say something and I didn't understand it, I would just get so scared that I would just be like, yeah. But that doesn't but that you can't build, pardon the house stuff, but a house on shaky foundation, because then the conversation will continue and then you'll be even more lost than before. And then if you ask like a basic question, like the person that you're talking to could be like, yeah, I just told you that. And then that was the thing that you had just like nodded your head and smiled at or whatever. Could she this? Lord, tell me how to say chi to this. I don't know how to say chi to this. I could just, again, this is death by 1,000 cuts. If we just pawn into the 3 or the 8 of bamboozles, we have a really, really nice Tanya only hand. Now, again, literally no value whatsoever. Can still accept the 5 of bamboo here, with or without that 6. And I'd rather have this very, very safe tile in the 9 of characters that's in my hand. And there's the pawn, and now we're in tempo, and it's just that easy. I don't know. Sometimes speed is the way to go. Not the drug. I meant speed just in terms of quickness, like a Sonic the Hedgehog. Oh, this is kind of interesting. I could maybe no, it's not interesting at all. Okay, I'm just gonna cut that line and throw the fish back into the ocean. So sometimes I will just nod my head and say yes even when I don't understand people. And it's not like there was even that big of a language barrier. I was just like catching myself doing that. I'm like, Yusong, you think you're just nervous right now, and it's okay, but you think you're being polite by nodding and keeping the conversation going. But you can just ask, excuse me, could you say that one more time? I did not catch it. And I think most people would appreciate the honesty. So it was just a nice wake up call. It only happened like once or twice in that video. But yeah, I was just like, to myself, I was just like, you know, talking to myself in the bathroom mirror afterwards, like, you really gotta get a grip. And it was nice. Beth sent that video to her parents, and she was like, can I send this video to my parents? Because, you know, she's all fricked up. My significant other, she has this weird thing where I think she's proud of me. And like the things that I do. I don't get it. Oh, I don't really get it at all. But it's like something that she has to, I guess that she has to work through. And I made her parents promise her that they would not watch any of my other videos. I don't want to have to explain over Thanksgiving dinner. So, Yusong, what's all this single tile York nip is this for? Like, I just can't do that. You know what I mean? Look, I like public humiliation as much as the next guy. I got my limits, though. I got my limits. By the way, 3 Dora, this is not death by 1,000 cuts. This is death by 1 really big cut. I made them promise to not watch any of my other videos. They promised, and so sent them, and then they said some really nice stuff about that. And then afterwards, they were like, we're gonna get into Mahjong, and I was like, Lamau. I obviously didn't say that to them. This is all over text. But my you know, we ended up sending them my Mahjong tutorial. Holy frickin' baloney. I'm sorry for the language. This hand is disgusting. If I see a 7 of circles, God knows that I've had a bad day, and like a that has decided to pick me up like I'm a stray kitten. Okay, well, if Icon here, no one is gonna try to step up to me, right? I'm like a big, like an oxen with big horns and a very, very. I don't know if you can tell. I've genuinely been watching the nature stuff, like a very hard forehead. You can't. This is redonky donk. I mean, we want to just see a 7 of circles so that we can con into Riichiing. Con, because we can draw into a double-sided weight here. We did not. I cut this because it's a dangerous tile, and I keep this because it is a safe tile. And again, it might look like Tenhou, but again, we have 4 copies of the 1 of circles in our hand, so it's not really the Tenhou that it kind of falsely looks like right now. 7 of circles. I'll take a 5 of circles just to upgrade this into a double-sided weight. A crossword is going to take this one. Hopefully, I didn't give him too many new Dora. I did not. Oh, they're killing me with. This is their ultimate revenge. This is a crosswords cask of Amontillado situation. I killed their valuable hands so many times they're just repaying me. So anyway, we ended up sending Beth's parents my Riichi Mahjong tutorial. I'll see them in the Jade Room. Is what I'm trying to say. Like, we'll see each other in the Jade Room shortly, I'm assuming. This hand is really good. I've got this. I can't complain about my luck. I can still accept the Dora. I'm 1 tile away from Tenpai. It doesn't even matter. Like, I can draw into a 3, 4, 5, 6 or whatever. Like, I can draw into another 6. Just a lot of tiles get us there. Especially the Dora, which is really nice. Oh my god. Well, this hand is so fast, but I don't want to give anyone else a lifeline back into this effing game. I just don't want to do it. We can go look at that together. We can genuinely go look. South 1, denial con situation. When you have a DDoS. What, DDoC? Denial of con. Okay, turns out I don't know what any of the letters in DDoS, what they stand for. It's like a deathly denial of service. What is the first D for? Because I know I'm realizing that at the end it's like denial of service. All right, we gotta go look this up. What does DDoS stand for? Deadly denial, distributed denial of service. Okay, a little redundant. I don't think that you needed the distributed. It's not very, you know. If I was the PR manager for DDoS, I'd be like, drop the D, just DOS. It's cleaner, you know. So we sent them my tutorial. hopefully they don't hate me. I don't know. But it's okay. The video's got like I know this isn't everything, but it's got like a decent number of views, and so that's very, very cool. Oh, I'm just nervous, folks. He's had a really nervous time lately. He's just had a really nervous time. I will say, like, this is real. I almost have to doing a lot of almost crying, not because I'm so the paragon of masculinity. No, hang on, 3 and 3 versus 3 and 2. Oh my god. I mean, this one is just better though. I get to wait on some zuzzier tiles. I get to wait on the terminal tile, but then I don't want to deal into anyone. Frick it. All right, and then we can see 9 of bamboo situation. We can see what Maka likes, if they like the zuzzier weight or if they like just the more outs that we have in the wall. Crossword has cheat into the Dora. Maybe again this is Tenhou 1 Dora or something, or maybe finally someone has a hand that's a little, you know, a little significant. Maybe they have 2 Dora, maybe they have red 5, something in their hand. We know that we don't have red 5. Oh, you know what? We could accept red 5 here. That's kind of nice. I think this is 100% right then. Like, we forgot one of the lessons that we literally just learned, that we literally put in the LibreOffice document. If you open your heart for the red 5, the red 5 will find you. The red 5 will open its heart for you. It's the red 5, the Sun, and the Holy Spirit. One of them is going to find you. In this case, the Holy 8 of Bamboo. Yesterday, you know when you're just having like a really rough night and you're on the living room couch specifically and you have your iPad because you're an iPad kid and you're just watching like a bunch of animal videos on YouTube. A lot of shorts about huskies stubbornly saying no. Yep, he's back. He's back to watching the huskies stubbornly saying no. Crossed immediately with the pawn. What do you have? White dragons? What do you have? Pocket aces? Huh? White dragons, of course, being the Dora tile. I have a pair of the South Winds, but the rest of my hand kind of garbaggio with it. I think I am legally obligated to pawn the South Wind, though, because it is Seat Wind and Prevalent Wind, and then I get to start opening up with this garbage, which does feel good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, it's the worst 5 shapes I've ever seen, but you know what? Could always improve. If we draw into like a 5 of circles or something. Oh, 6 of bamboo in and of itself is kind of nice. I really don't like this 1-2 shape. Not gonna lie to you there. Could also be a 7 peasy situation, right? Already 4 peasies brewing in our hand. And if we ever get to that breaking point of 5 peasies, that's when you know it's serious, because then it's like you're 1 tile away from Tenpai if you draw into that 6 peasies. Okay, 3 of circles I would really like, but you know what? This is a great opportunity. We have 6 shapes in our hand, and the 1-2 is absolutely the worst shape that we have. Let's take our chance and get rid of that one. Okay, you're making me regret spaghetti a little bit, but that's okay. Just really stuck on the bed, and then like stuck on the couch. And then she said, I think this was the nicest thing that anyone's ever said to me. She was like, "Hey, if I'm here if you need any help. I'm here if you don't need any help. You can stay up to 2 a.m. for all I care." And that, I know it doesn't sound like a lot, but when you like, you know, like it does matter though, because I remember like some nights, like this is just this is not going to be a very charismatic thing to admit, but sometimes when I'm in bed and I'm like, I really want to go to early night sleep so that I can hit the ground running tomorrow, because I really want to be, productive and all that stuff. And then Beth is like, she's taking her time or whatever. I get a little like angry and impatient. So, oh, wow, you're such a good person. Yeah, thank you. I know. So it was just like a really selfless thing to say. So I really appreciated that. It was one of the kindest things to say. It was, you could stay up until 2 a.m. for all I care. It's just a hard night. I think she knows. We've both been going through kind of like a rough time with ourselves, not with each other. Not saying that we've never done that either. I don't want to lie to you and say we're in the perfect scenario or whatever, but it was just a really nice thing. 3-4 kind of heat. Not gonna lie to you, 3-4 kind of heat. I think that this is, if you squint, this is kind of a perfect Dishon 10. This is like as close as we can get. Pair, double-sided weight, not really an Omega chunk, which is a pair with a double-sided weight stable to it, but this is still an okay situation. You actually have white dragons. Oh my god, because this is not Tanya. So what are we hoping for? We just hope that, oh, and what do you have? You have Tanya? Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay, so this is we just hope that we don't deal in, and we hope that we don't draw into a white dragon. If we draw into a white dragon, we unfortunately are legally obligated to fold this one. No one can call Riichi. Main character, yes it's me, me. My name is Yusong. That's unbelievable. I'm God saw that I was miserable. Sometimes the squeaky wheel gets the grease. Holy frick, when it rains it pours. Let me pawn the green dragon and just... I thought this was South 4. It's not even South 4, but this is still a really good hand. This is still really good. I am losing my marbles right now. I'm 1 tile away from Tenpai. A crosser did not choose to pawn into the first South one, but chose to pawn into the next South one. That means that your hand is kind of garbage, I think, usually, and you're like not sure whether or not to open, or maybe you want to end up on a Zuz-tastic double pair weight for the South ones and for something else. Let's take a peep at the table right now. Let's see if this is deserved or if it's really undeserved. I'll keep the 6 just in case we draw into like a 5, right? It's not even that good. If we draw into a 7, we can end up in Zuzzy Ferritin jail, but if we draw into a 5, it's way better than this 1-3. So that's what I'm thinking here. 4-6. Yeah, but like not really. You know what I mean? It's okay. The 4-6 shape is really good. It's better than the 1-3. Oh, man. Okay, if I draw into a 3-4 shape, I will still cut this 4-6. Okay, I am in Tenpai right now. It's not a good Tenpai. I will just give it to you straight. Why? If we draw into a 7 of bamboo, we end in Zuzzy for Earth in jail. Because we're waiting on a 5 or an 8, and that's horrific. If we draw into a 3 of bamboo, it's the greatest day of my life. 3 of bamboo allows us to upgrade to a 2-5 weight, and that would actually feel really, really good. Let's take a peep around the table. Left Lord Master 3-star, tell me what it's like. You're in the Shadow Realm right now. I apologize. Have you ever considered watching a bunch of animal videos? A Crosslord, a lot of 26%. How come the 26% of the Mahjong players get 26% of the first 2/3? You have avoided 4th place like the plague. Like the plague. That's very, very admirable. Let's see. I mean, let's see if we can't add a notch to your bedpost. Parentheses derogatory today. He's gonna be okay. He's trying. I think that the thing about Yusong is that I can't even knock the fact that he's been trying his little heart out. It kind of seems like he's just been stuck on the couch, but deep down I know he's been trying his best. And he did a good thing. He put his iPad in the nightstand so that it's a little bit harder to access, and so I won't just get stuck on the iPad for like 3 hours at a time. The same people that regulate narcotics should regulate iPads. It's just too freaking destructive. Hang on. That's such a nice pivot. I did not even realize that we could still accept the Dora. Oh my god. Yeah, that feels incredible. Could have even thrown the 4 and the 6 there, right? To try to pivot into an even nastier, gnarlier Tenpai. But then it's like taking 2 steps backwards to take 1 step forward. Maybe, We can't guarantee that we get back into Tenpai, and I think that we're just supposed to take it here. Green Dragon, Red 5 DZ. Yeah, that feels great. Hey, you open up your heart to the Red 5, and the Red 5 will find you. Another thing that we're doing right now. Of course, waiting for the 5. The downside is no one's ever that enthused to throw a 5 of anything, right? I guess everyone else is thinking the same thing as, oh, wow. Oh, I mean, I could do something like this. Or I could just do something like this, right? I guess I can't deal into a double pair weight this way. Like, I see 3 copies of the 2 of whatever. I don't know. Maybe I'm supposed to pivot to a single tile weight, because then the chance that we can pivot to a banger, like double-sided or triple-sided weight, also just goes sicko mode there. This is a very tricky hand. I'm not going to lie. We can take a look back at this. South 3, everything decision. I feel like a lot of our decisions here are Maka. I wouldn't say 1,000 spankings, but maybe like a disapproving tut-tut. Like, I think that could be definitely in the cards for us. And maybe just someone has to, right, Lord, you live to fight another day. But like maybe it's just someone has to risk it for the biscuit. Holy frick! I mean, we're in there, and then we got a cute little fox as our companion. Oh. Foxes freak me out, though. I don't like the laughing. It's just like they're the Joker. Shade thrown to foxes. Yeah, absolutely. I think that nature is very beautiful and majestic. Y'all freak me out. The foxes really freak me out. And the deep sea creatures, they're also very scary. I don't like what they bring to the table. I don't like the ideas. And then some sharks, too. Like, some animals have it really, really rough. Can I tell you about, like, a weird thought that I had while watching the animal stuff? So watching the animal stuff, and sometimes they were like, oh, yeah, like the deep sea. Like down here, the water pressure is like having 18 elephants on top of you. And I'm like, man, that's so rough. Like, how am I even having a hard time? And I have 0 elephants on top of me. I was like, I don't know. I know I shouldn't compare my life to the life of an deep sea aquatic creature, but I was so grateful that I didn't have any elephants on top of me. All right. I mean, this is okay. I don't really, yeah, this is such a weird one. The Dora is the 4 of characters. We can accept the 4 of characters. The 2, 3, 4 Sanshoku meme dream, it's also still okay. Like, if we draw into 4 of characters and then like 7 of characters, then we can pivot this to a 2, 3, 4 and a 5, 6, 7. So that's kind of nice. I can't go for Tanya. I wish I wish I could go for Tanya. But again, this is a very weird decision by a crossword, right? Pawning into the 9 of bamboo. They're not going for a half flush. You wouldn't cut all these winds and dragons and bamboo if you were going for the half flush. So I'm assuming that they got what? Westwind hand? Red dragon hand? Westwind, red dragon, white dragon. It has to be one of those. If it was like a half outside hand, maybe it could be still like a half outside hand or a full outside hand. But I don't think they would cut the ones if that was the case too. So yeah, this to me smells like some sort of like white dragon, red dragon, like one Han nonsense. All right, so we get it, and we're 1 tile away from Tenpai. I might not call Riichi here, but I could also just slam the like and subscribe, right? After all, why shouldn't I? You know, here's why shouldn't I? A lot of the 1 of bamboos are already gone. Yeah, I'm just gonna be a sleeper agent. I'm just gonna be a double agent right now. I'm just gonna be a silly little spy. I don't want anyone to play defense. This is just Pinfu red 5. Oops. I don't want anyone to play defense. And look, it's like, oh, Yusong winning compilation. Yeah, I mean, I have to. I have to in the DLC. There's no lead in Mahjong that's big enough for me to feel comfortable. Right Lord might end in 2nd place. Luigi might win by doing absolutely nothing, by just having a solid sense of defense. Holy frick. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right, I think it's time to kiss the DLC goodbye. Just kidding. I'm never letting go. You're gonna have to pry the DLC from my cold dead hands. Just because sometimes when I go for 13 Orphans, Maka absolutely loathes it. Maka is just so mad at me when I go for the 13 Orphans. I know this is twice discarded. I should have discarded the 9 of characters first. Anyway, so we're gonna try to play this regularly. But if someone else calls Riichi before me, and I think the likely gross 258 shape. Yuck. The worst he could say is no. Yuck. It's also interesting. Prevalent Wind. Unlocked. But the rest of our hand is so bad. Right Lord calls the Khan. All right. I think that is our cue to get the frick out of here. Right Lord called Khan into Riichi. Okay. That's the worst thing. This is why, like, there ain't no lead that's big enough. Ain't no valley safe enough. I just do not like this, Sam I am. I do not like this. Because if they sumo a Gigantamax hand, I guess who's on the hook for the dealer penalty? It's me. Your neighborhood pal, Yusong. Why do I feel unsafe in this neighborhood? Yeah, I would too. I said that so awkwardly. All right. At least Right Lord is giving me some clues as to what is a safe tile to throw. I might just have to start shooting in the dark, though. Like, yeah. Oh, no. Wow. How do I feel about 6? You're not waiting with a 4-5? Nah. Oh my god, but if I deal into C1 Prevalent Wind, it's so bad for me. You wouldn't tear this up. If this is a 7-8-8, I'm going to go for what I think is a sicko mode play, and it passes. You would not download a card. You would not tear this up. Your first discard, 7-8-8 shape, I'm going to cut the 8. It's not unthinkable, but it's just... It's not the first thing that I would reach for. You're reaching into your spice rack, and the first thing that you're pulling out is nutmeg? I don't think so. I don't think so, buddy. This is a fried rice. We gotta cover our basics first. Oh my god, did I just miss the 8 of bamboo because it was shiny? That's on... No, this is on me, folks. This is absolutely on me. Am I about to get owned? This is a half flush. I am gonna vomit. This is really, really bad. It's a Hanemon. I pay out 6,000. It's not that bad. But now Right Lord could win. They're in the dealer's seat. Oh, God. Okay. Hopefully, we can end this game how we started this game, with a 1 Han banger. Holy frick, we might be able to do exactly just that. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 shapes in our hand. We really want to draw into something like even a 7 of circles. We'll kind of make this hand go oingo boingo. Another Northwind or another red dragon also goes pretty hard. Door is the 5 of circles. It's a little fricked. Anyone could use the 5 of circles. I guess I could use the 5 of circles too. I'm included in that. Okay, let's do a little pawning right now. And let's ask questions later. Hopefully we get to still use the door. 6 of circles still goes extremely hard here. 4 of circles goes hard here. Yeah, okay. It's not great. I'm 1 tile away from Tenpai. We just want to draw into another Dora tile, I guess, right? Then we're single tile Yorking it for the 6 of characters. Would I ever single tile Yorga for the Dora? I don't know. I really just don't want to throw it. It's a tricky one. Because I don't want to ever throw it, but I don't think anyone's ever going to throw it into me either. Now that's interesting. Could I just try to get rid of it now? No one's waiting with a 6-7. If someone pawns this, if Right Lord pawns this, it's the worst day of my life. Safe. Huge. Shohei Ohtani stealing a base. Absolutely wonderful. Anyway, I put my iPad into the nightstand, just trying to make it a little bit less easily accessible. It's like, you know, just putting your cigarettes in a lockbox or something. All right. That is hilarious. Oh my god. Yusong, what about opening your heart for the red 5? That is okay. I guess I've had pretty good luck this entire game. I guess we're due for some awful comedic timing. Come on, I sacrificed the most valuable tiles that anyone's ever seen. Can I get some poopy tiles in exchange for that? A single 7 of circles? Oh, please, not like this though. Plans for this weekend? So, by the time that you're watching this, the weekend will have already passed. But there's like a Pokemon Go event. Might get into some freaky business with a Pokemon Go Dialga origin form kind of a raid. When my significant other and I, we went to a Pokemon Go, I was gonna say conference. That's not the right word. Convention. Yeah, the luncheon at the Pokemon conference is incredible. Crossover with the Riichi, I am so okay with this. Ryler is not gonna roll over and die though. They're willing to just throw a really. Oh no, are you serious? It's only 3 Han. And now playing for last place gets really, really spicy. But now Reitler with a dealer Mongon could take away my first place. Okay. And this hand is not necessarily the hand that you want to see first thing in the morning. Would love to see another green dragon. I feel like green dragon is the thing that this hand would most like. Frick, Reitler has seed win. Oh my god, I think they're going for a flush. Oh, okay. It's not looking great for me. Green dragon could still bring this home. Obviously like a 3 or a 5 of... Oh man, am I really just gonna cut it? This is gross. This is just gross. This is just gross. Because I'm not happy about any of this in my hand right now, but I like keeping my floaters around. Just in case I draw into something good. So Right Lord is going for a flush in the bamboo suit. I think that if they get this, I just end in second place. And there's nothing we can do. There's really nothing we can do. Because Seatwind half flush is already 3 Han, and if they have 1 Dora in their half flush, which they're, you know, pretty likely to have, then they have the 11,000 point hand that they need to dethrone ya boy, yours truly. It is Seatwind, but I don't think that we can take it. I think that we just try to go for Pinfu. You took my Seatwind. That's okay. It's okay. We need like a Christmas miracle here in order to not have Right Lord just get the keys to the kingdom. I need to draw into 3 of characters, followed by 5 of bamboo, followed by 6 of bamboo, followed by the immediate Sumo Ipatsu. I might deal into all honors here. A cross-sword. Let me out. I can try to deal into a cross-sword here. Oh my god. That would be sick if I could deal into a cross-sword. So I can't cut bamboo. But maybe 5 of characters, because if I deal into a 1 Han Marty from a cross-sword, then that's like... That's just good. That's just good enough, but it's gonna be tricky. It's gonna be tricky. I need Right Lord to deal into a crossword too, or just something. You don't know me, but right now all my hopes lie solely on your shoulders. Could she this? Don't really want to. Just gonna just hoping that a crossword wins this one. Can never cut the door. Why? I'll just enjoy my time here on planet Earth. It's just I can't really cut the door because I enjoy not dying a vicious and embarrassing and humiliating death. Southwind, pawn, someone, no, oh my god, someone was, Yostar, why are you playing with my heart like this? This is so fricked up. A crossword, I need you to do something. Left Lord, you have to understand, we're both bystanders in the merry-go-round of life right now. We can't do nothing. Can't do nothing. It's out of our control. 5 of characters a crossword cannot accept. Okay, that's really bad news for me, because it means that their hand might just be like really bad. Could try to give them a 6 of characters. Could they have like a, or I could just play safe, right? Could they have like a million Dora? Could they end me? Even if I deal into a crosswords Mongon, I'm still in first. So long as I don't deal into Right Lord, I'm chilling. Ah! I played this like a monster. I'm not lying. I was really intentionally trying to deal into a crosslord, right? To stop right lord's half flush reign of terror and to keep my first place. I'm so sorry to left lord who is just caught up in the explosion, but like, holy moly! And I was thinking, like, you don't have to believe me, but the 5 of characters that just passed from right lord, there was like a little bit of a pause, and I was like, oh, maybe it's one of those things where you have like a 4, 5, 6 already, or like some weird shape around it, and like maybe a crossroads like obviously denying themselves the chi or whatever. Holy frick! Holy frick! Anybody else feeling alive? Oh my god! Can I get a whoop whoop in the comment section if you saw that? If you saw that intentional dealing? Maga hates this. Yeah, Maga hates this, but Maga doesn't know that I'm intentionally trying to deal in right now. You have a half flush in the bamboo suit. I knew you did. Holy moly. Even if I dealt into a monk on here, it was fine. Even if I pay 8,300, I'm bing chilling. Holy frick. Okay, South 3. Everything decision. Oh my god, there were too many South 3s. And I just accidentally showed the animation. Okay. Back to log. South 3 everything decision. Something was weird here. No, this is the like the 7 the 13 orphans. Was it this one? This one. Do they like the Damaten? Let's find out. They love the skip. They love the discard here. They love the Dominant and Derek. Why give anybody else a reason to have any sort of confusion? Okay, I cut the 6. I'm willing to accept that. Then I cut the 9. Ah, this is a weird one. They're okay with me cutting the 8-9 shape. Then they just want me to throw the 6 for Zuzzy for Earth in Jail. I should not have been thinking about this. They really hate the Zuzzy for Earth in Jail-ness of it all. Okay, this is on me. This is absolutely on me. And then I still have to look at this just because there are moments where we could have maybe pivoted. Yeah, it's not unthinkable, but it's not advised for sure. Wow, they preferred the single tile weight on the 4 of bamboozles just for the chance that you could upgrade this shape later. And this is still like a relatively safe tile right now, whereas this is not a safe tile. Hear that? I absolutely hear that. I absolutely hear that. So maybe I should have just considered, like, in terms of safety and me still being in Tenpai. That's a good one. And then how does this round end? Left Lord deals in with the 5. That is ridiculous. I gotta see what biscuit they were risking it for. Wow. Is this just really a rock in a hard place? This is maybe a rock in a hard place. I'm kind of okay with cutting the 3. Yeah, it's safe for 2 players. You see a lot of the 5s, right? Also, 3 of bamboo recently passed. I mean, Maka hates it, so it can't be right. But, you know, maybe there's something there. I like the 3 of characters. 3 of characters recently passed. It was guaranteed safe for 2 players. Left Lord, I don't think you're going for a flush in the character suite. If you do, you got a really lucky one. Considering your discards. Okay, South 1, denial, DDoS, denial of con decision. This has to be right? I don't know. It might not be right. They love the con. I don't want to give anybody else a lifeline back into this game, but they love the con. That's on me. You wanted me to cut the this is yes. Why? Because then we can still accept 2 and a 5. But now we can accept 4, 5, and 6, and, you know, this is just better tile acceptancy. This one's going in the LibreOffice document. Well, I don't really know how to explain this shape. I just don't really know how to explain this shape. If someone in the comment section can help me out here with like a concise explanation, I will put this in the I will quote you and put you into the LibreOffice document. East 3, repeat 3. There's a 3 of characters decision that was made here. I pawned, cut the white DZ, cut the 4 of Bambizis. You wanted me to throw the Dora here. Yeah, that's so fair. I picked the second best option, but it was not really the second best option. And now I'm cutting the D. You hated all of this. You hated all of this. We ended up with a triple-sided weight. Yeah, I guess we just should have cut the Dora earlier. I don't know why I was so scared. I guess I was just fantasizing about winning with it. But at this point, or even at this point, Even at this point, it's just too good not to throw. We can just accept a million bajillion tiles and get ourselves into tenpai if we throw this. If we draw into a 6 or a 7 or a 2 or a 5 or a 1 or a 4 or a 3 or a 6, right? I think if we throw this is just like a not a 3 or a 6, but a 1 or a 4 or a 2 or a 5 or a 2 or a 3. Whatever. There's a lot of you get the point. There's a lot of tiles that we can draw. A 6, right? Then we use the 3 as our pair. Yeah, there's some zuzzy stuff that we could do. Obviously, a lot of stuff here as well. All right, that was, I mean, a sleeper banger of a game. Intentionally dealing in to avoid the half flush. Oh my god, that was nasty. Okay. Folks, that is going to do it for today's video. If you like the song or you like the genre, consider subscribing. I got new videos every single day. Consider leaving a like and a comment. If you're feeling particularly generous, it helps out me and the channel such a great deal. Thank you so much for all your support. I stream on Twitch Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 3 p.m. Pacific. Link is down below in the description, along with our community Discord and our VOD channel, in case you can't ever make it live, and our Patreon. I stream Mahjong on Mondays, but I'll dual stream that on YouTube too, so you can keep your eyes and ears peeled here. And it's not like I don't read the chat. No, it's like it's both parties are equal in this arrangement. Until next time, please take care of yourself and please be kind to yourself, okay? I'll talk to you soon. Peace.